darkness was mine. Didn't know it was there the whole time. Secret I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Macromaster coming at you. Today is Thursday, January 15th, 2026. Yes, got it right. Didn't look at the clock. Today I'm going to be playing some World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria Classic, continuing to adventure with my Pandaren monk, and maybe do a little gold farming. Without further ado, let's get into the game. And a big shout out to Sun Unleashed 45 for the follow 7 hours ago. I appreciate it. Alright. Just doing the battle pet dailies. I know, I'm always doing the battle pet dailies. But honestly, it is the most consistent way to earn gold in game.
Complete.
The eternal sun guides us.
Aside from using the gathering professions, herbalism and skinning or mining. Let's see here, where are we going? Oh yes, we're going to Lakeshire. Because raw materials, sorry, chest congestion, seasonal allergies, always just horrendous combo. Anyway, I have to clean my glasses real quick here while I'm talking. Anyway, mining, skinning, and herbalism are great ways to pick up raw materials for crafting. They are also a great way to earn some extra gold in game. You collect the materials and then you sell them on the auction house, or if the auction house value gets to be too low, that you actually end up making more gold by just straight up selling or vendoring the materials. Ugh. I swear I need new cleaning cloths. I need a new way to clean my blue light blocking glasses, which are actually non-prescription. I don't need them to see. They just help when I'm sitting here in front of my computer for multiple hours a day. It's driving me nuts. I used to wear glasses to be able to see, but thanks to my blood sugar being under control, I no longer need glasses. Which is absolutely hilarious, that I no longer need glasses to see. Much better. Yeah, and these glasses simply help with eye strain when I'm at my computer. Which may or may not have been part of the reason why I needed glasses to begin with, was because I've always been a huge gamer my entire life. I mean, my first gaming console was a original gray brick Game Boy. I then had a Super Nintendo. I had a Sega Game Gear. Then I had a Xbox 360. I had a PS3. I had a Nintendo Wii. I I have an Xbox One, and I have a Nintendo Switch. I also had a Game Boy Micro, which is the Game Boy Advance that is not much bigger than Game Boy Advance cartridges. I had a DS, an original DS. I had a DS Lite. I had a PSP.
Quest complete.
So, I've had quite a few consoles over the years.
What can I do for you?
Let's see. Now we go to Flamestar Post. So, yeah, I've been a prolific gamer my entire life. I had a old Amstrad DOS-based PC. I got upgraded to a Windows PC when I was in either middle school or high school. And then, of course, I upgraded that again over and over again over the years, getting better and better computers as the graphics requirement, as the hardware requirements for the games that I played kept going up and up and up. And now I have a 12th gen Core i5, or I have my desktop computer, which has a 12th gen Core i5, 16 gig of RAM, 2 terabytes of SSDs, two 1 terabyte SSDs. It has a NVIDIA RTX 4060, a tower cooler. I don't have an AIO or straight water cooling for the CPU right now, though I am planning on getting a AIO at some point. Mostly because I don't want to have to deal with the tubing and everything. For a full-on water block. And right now I'm not considering upgrading the GPU, mostly because the GPU that I have in my computer is, because my case is a white case, and so everything inside is white, except I think the CPU cooler's not white. That's one reason why I want to upgrade the CPU cooler to an AIO, but even the power supply is white. I know I definitely want to upgrade the power supply. The RAM, it's DDR4, so I'm not sure how I'm going to upgrade that without completely tearing apart rebuilding the computer from the ground up. But there are plans. I do like the case, and I really want to keep the case if I can, because it's a really pretty case. Though it does have the badging for the systems integrator that I purchased the computer from. So I'm not sure if it's possible to remove the badging, to just keep the case and just eventually swap out all the parts. Though I am holding off on doing any improvements to the system until I pay it off, because I bought it on financing. Though I am very close to paying it off. I think I have like maybe 3 or 4 payments left on it. I know my phone is paid off. But I still have some payments left on the computer itself. For my main monitor, I have a 240 hertz Rehisc brand monitor. My secondary monitor is just a small 24-inch, might be 27-inch? I don't know. I know my main monitor is 27 inches, but I think my secondary monitor is a 24-inch Vizio HD TV, 720p, 60 hertz refresh rate. The secondary monitor isn't used for gaming. It's basically just to keep you guys, my chat up, and run OBS. And I do watch videos on it. I basically have, like, I'll put a Edge web browser onto it, and then watch YouTube or other streaming services. I do have another HD TV. It's a Roku TV that I may consider adding to my system and replacing the Vizio TV, mostly to have Roku so that I can have straight up streaming apps on my computer, or in my office, instead of trying to watch everything on a web browser. But I like using the web browser because I have a YouTube ad blocking software on there. Well, it's general ad blocking software, but specifically for YouTube. I know it's technically piracy by using an ad blocker. It's technically theft, but
Here there. Off with you.
the one complaint I have about ads on YouTube is that I feel like
Watch, get her back.
you can barely watch 1 or 2 minutes of actual video before you get hit with an ad break, and it's just annoying. In fact, the next time I see any tech YouTuber covering ad blocking on YouTube, I am going, and how it's theft from the creators. I am going to mention how YouTube ads are so bad when I'm watching YouTube on my TV, in my living room, on my Roku device. I have a Roku Ultra on my living room TV. But the YouTube ads are so bad that I'm literally 2-3 minutes into a video, boom, ad break. 2-3 minutes into the video, boom, ad break. And It's not so bad when it's like, 15 to 30 seconds worth of ads. But when you've got ads that sometimes are entire 15, 20-minute videos in and of themselves, it's like, what the heck? And that's why I use ad blocking software when I watch YouTube on my computer. If I could figure out a way to get ad blocking software onto my phone and my iPad, I would.
What's happening?
But I don't think they make ad blocking software that can block ads on the YouTube app on iOS devices. Now, I'm not saying that I'm an Apple fanboy. I am not, by no stretch of the imagination, an Apple fanboy. It's just I am so thoroughly entrenched in the Apple ecosystem that it just makes sense to keep using an iPad, keep using for my tablet, keep using a iPhone for my phone. I have an Apple Watch. I love this watch band, by the way. It's super cool. It looks like it's basically a leather wrist cuff. And then I have this wrist cuff to go with it, though I really wish I could find a wrist cuff like this with this emblem on it. I don't know if it's easy to see. I want to find a wrist cuff with this emblem on it and get, let's see. Yeah, there we go. But as wide as this one, because this one is like maybe 1.5 inches wide. This one is almost 3 inches wide, and I really like the emblem, but I can't find a wrist cuff with this emblem on it this size. Most of the wrist cuffs this size have multiple straps and don't have space for the emblem. And it's just, or they're not in the same color. And it's annoying. So, alright, looks like we still have a few minutes left on this flight, and we're getting very much close to the ad break, the automated ad break. So I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break now, run some ads. When I come back, we'll have a quick word from my sponsor, W Energy, and then we'll keep going. So back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere.
Sizable foe. Yes, the Earth Warder too had a visage. So these humans know you.
Indeed, I have no doubt they will welcome me with open arms. Speak your mind.
Spätzles. At least the way my Oma made it. Oma would make it just like that. And then the German potato salad. Basically, you dice up the potato. You wash the potatoes. You dice up the potatoes. Then you toss them into a frying pan. Or while you're washing the potatoes, you again. Discovered the Eye of Eternity.
My patience has reached its limit. I will be rid of you.
Nah, I don't think so. Okay. There's another stack of cannonballs. How many do I need? I need 50 and I have 30. it's so cool to see some of these actors that I've seen a lot of in other shows showing up in Fire Country and Sheriff Country. Like the super easy win. And we fly back to Honor Hold, where I will take the taxi flight. I mean, I could fly straight there, but to the next one, but
Welcome.
this is so much easier. So interesting. Doesn't appear to be a. Usually the wanted posters are, group quests, not individual quests. I probably chose the wrong guy to attack here. But it doesn't have any RGB aside from the power indicator light, the power / DPI indicator light. If this mouse had RGB, I would totally have it set to red to go along with everything else. Actually, I would have if I went with these guys. Just checking all of the quest markers. Just want to make sure.
Krona Kai Christor.
And
Blessings upon your family.
And this appears to be mushroom. Alrighty, we are back from the break. Quick word from sponsor before we get going. Today's sponsor is Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy is a great energy drink that I absolutely love. Lots of vitamins, minerals, nootropics organically derived from coffee cherries. No artificial dyes, colors, fillers, or sugar. Just good, clean energy with lots of really awesome flavors. Today's flavor of choice is Galaxy Grenade. It's a fruity flavor. I really need to remember to bring the tub into the office before I do these ad reads because I keep forgetting exactly what kind of flavor it is. They do have, in addition to the flavor name, they also have a description of the flavor on the tubs. If you want to try some for yourself, just head over to w.gg, use promo code MACRO1, that's MACRO1 at checkout. Save 10% on your order. Help support the channel. Get yourself a great energy drink that I guarantee you're going to love. Let me just give this a quick stir. It does require some stirring every once in a while because the good stuff settles at the bottom and you need to stir it up to be able to get all the good stuff. Delicious. Again, that's w.gg promo code or w.gg, that's dubby.gg, promo code macro1 at checkout. All right, back to the game. And I really need to figure out a way to get the promo codes on the screen for you guys. Oh, finally.
It is too far away.
Last like 3 days, Razor Talon has not been there.
What is it? Is that better be?
Sorry. Ooh, excuse me. I always try and use Blitz because it's a 100% hit chance, whereas Railgun is only a 90% hit chance. Come on. There we go.
Quest
And
complete.
there we go. Man. I cannot wait to move to Maryland, where I can have... I'll still be keeping the same streaming schedule. Just instead of 6 a.m. Pacific time, it's going to be 9 a.m. Eastern time, which is about 3 hours ahead of where I am now. But it is going to allow me to, instead of having to be up no later than 3:50 a.m., I'll be able to get up at 6:50 a.m., which means if my wife still has to be at work by no later than 4:30, I can be up at 2, getting her ready for work, getting her out the door for work, and then I'll be able to go back to sleep for, another 2-3 hours, and then start getting ready for my stream. Because right now what I'm doing is my insomnia is waking me up usually around 11 p.m., 12 a.m. And then, I'm getting my wife ready for work, and then as soon as she's out the door, I'm preparing for my stream. Making sure that my video is done and edited and put together properly. Making sure that the correct information for the go live notice is open and ready to be copy pasted. And all that stuff, so that when I go to do the go live videos at 5 a.m., or at 4:55 a.m., I'm ready to go. And then streaming at 6.
Good fortune. Be well.
Whereas my stream starting at 9 a.m., I'll be able to start getting ready at 7, which is so much better.
The Legion will fall.
Okay. Especially now that I'm streaming 2 hours a day. Oh, I forgot to update my stream schedule. I am so sorry, guys. I set my stream schedule for 90 minutes. Because for the first 2 weeks of the year, I scheduled myself to stream for 90 minutes. I totally forgot to reset my schedule starting today to be 2 hours. So I'll make sure to do that after the stream today. But yeah, I'm basically streaming 2 hours a day from now on. Which should allow me enough time to get all of these Battle Pet days done for World of Warcraft. For Star Wars The Old Republic, I won't be so apprehensive about starting new missions. For Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, that means more time for actual duels. For Dungeons and Dragons Online, that means more time for quests. Minecraft could pretty much fits into just about any stream length. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could do a 30-minute Minecraft stream. You could do a 10-hour Minecraft stream.
Quest complete.
Yeah, it's all up to you. Sorry. Again, I do apologize for the coughing. It's a problem. I do have my guild charter set up for Sounders of the Storm. This guild is going to be a... Let me just show you guys. Oh. Basically, Sounders of the Storm is supposed to be a local only guild. So, local to the Pacific Northwest. So anyone living in the Seattle area, pretty much anywhere from the Seattle area down to Portland, Oregon. Though Portland, Oregon, and anything south of Tacoma, I'm really iffy about because that gets into multiple hour drive times or travel times, depending on how you're traveling. So I'm really not sure about that. About anything south of Tacoma. But yeah, it's mostly for people in the Seattle, Federal Way, Tacoma area, because I want to be able to do like in-person meetups. You know, getting the guild together, small enough as well. You know, maybe at no more than 10 players to be able to do 10-player raids. But basically the idea is to be able to, get together, hang out, get coffee, maybe have like some team building exercises at GameWorks or something, have LAN parties at members' houses. Oh, yeah, we want to stop at the auction house. Let's sell the stuff that we have in our inventory. Come on. There we go. I don't know why that's always doing that. And we check the mailbox. Again, I apologize for the coughing. If I could figure out a way to eliminate the chest congestion, I would. I used to do whether or not it was undercut, sorting it by whether or not it was undercut, but now I just do items ahead, and I don't worry about whether or not the more than 5 items ahead pops up. I do my best to keep everything that I have on the auction house as the mine being the cheapest. Because I want my stuff to be the first to sell. And when you're doing it this way, your stuff is always, when yours is the cheapest, your stuff is always the first to sell. And then if the price gets too low, I just start vendoring the items. Alright, let's do one more undercut scan. I do like the feeling of knowing that, like, when I was only doing an hour at a time. Now, right now, I'd be concerned about having enough time to finish the Battle Pet dailies. Before my stream is done. My only concern at this point is when Blizzard decides to do server maintenance shutdowns outside of the regular scheduled Tuesdays, which does happen. It happens more often than you think, especially when new patches get released. Especially when a new expansion is being released. We are close to the next ad break, so I'm gonna get myself on the path to Shatrath. I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break, run another set of ads. When we come back, we'll keep going. So back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. Inventory in the bank. Let me check. Yep, I have 1 in the bank. That would explain it. And there's the tongue. All I need to do is get 3 more. and just kind of checking things out.
I buy and trade for the Alliance.
I supply only the finest
Huh.
goods.
What do I have? I have the strong fishing pole, so good there. Let's go ahead and swap out those boots. How do I not have the Wormrest Temple flight path yet? That just seems weird.
King's honor, friend.
Well, guess that's the next spot where I can find these things, which is unfortunately. I would attack that guy, but there's no reason to attack him. He's not attacking me for anything.
I need a target.
Boy, it would be nice if they would drop the fresh spider ichor that I'm supposed to be killing them for. How many of these do I need? 8.
That's still
Alright, looks like I am wary. And that includes the raw video files, the actual clips, Twitch clips that I've downloaded. I'm trying to think what else. So the raw video files, the video files, the completed video files, and the DaVinci Resolve Amazon gift cards for Christmas. You know, it's a great way to check it out without having to commit. Though I would seriously recommend that you use my promo code on your first order directly from Dubby. That way, you're saving 10% and you're helping me out. I did want to thank Country 1992 for the follow. No, thank you. I like my account. I don't feel like getting my account banned by violating terms of service and buying gold outside of Blizzard's ecosystem, which Blizzard very graciously, let's see here, not sure that it's in here. Yeah, it's not in Classic, but Blizzard very gracious, well, I mean, alrighty, we are back from the break.
Mind yourself.
We've arrived in Shatrath. Now we can get started on the Outlands Battle Pet dailies. I used to do the cooking and fishing dailies as well, but I've got everything maxed out. I've gotten all the achievements for doing all of the various cooking and fishing dailies. There's different ones every day, or at least there's supposed to be different ones every day.
Roma.
So now I focus on just the Battle Pet dailies. Also, some of the cooking and fishing dailies don't drop as much gold as the Battle Pet dailies do. I totally forgot to heal up all of my battle pets. So I'm missing 3PO. So I may lose this fight and have to go back, heal up all my guys, and then come back in and do this again. It happens. That's alright. I'm gonna win anyway. As long as you don't get to this, the turn after Frosty dies. You're good. I really wish I had skywriting in Classic, because, ugh, this gets to be tedious. I really should get back onto my Death Knight and do more work on my Death Knight. I'll probably do that next week.
Loktar, strength. Speak, friend. May your blades never dull.
Here we go. Haha. Let's do Blitz because it's 100% hit rate. Or hit chance. Whereas Railgun is only a 90% hit chance. That'll be a bit of a stir. Yay.
Quest complete for the Horde.
All right. Ah, I have more stuff from the auction house. Hopefully it's not stuff that expired and is instead stuff that's sold. It's getting stuffy and I'm starting to sweat, so I'm going to turn on my fan. I do apologize for the noise. If there is any noise. Last time I apologized for the noise, and somebody in chat said that, oh no, there's actually no, I don't hear anything. So I just like apologizing for the noise because I can hear it on my end. And then when I go to download my VODs to re-upload them to YouTube, I watch them a little bit and I skip around every once in a while just to make sure that everything's on the up and up. And I can hear the fan noise on my end on the VODs. Arcane winds, man. Such a pain in the butt. Come on. Ha. There we go.
Quest complete.
Okay. This one, we do have to take the taxi flight, but I need to get to the flight master to do that. Ugh, man. All right. just checking the time, keeping an eye on the chat.
One wishes to you.
Alright,
May your name
going on a hold. I think we're close enough. I'm going to do another 5-minute break while we're on this flight path. Run some ads. Be back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. Where are you, dagger? Where's the dagger that I want? Come on. Keyshawn's dagger. Ply. And then weapon enhancement, we want Wrath Chill. Sweet. There we go. Come on, we're almost there. We're gonna keep going up the mountain. Yeah, the tourney yesterday was a bust. Now I have to figure out how to get back up to the top. No, that's not the way. I think I have to go the other way. So let's jump on my mount. Book it. The fastest way is actually to take the tram, which is actually the in-game tram. Vermont332, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. The fastest way between Stormwind and Ironforge is the underwater tram, which was actually the inspiration for the tram system that I built in Minecraft. Nice. Alright. So, yeah, I lost Roger, but that's okay. The postmaster has... Alright. Let's grab the stopwatch, put it somewhere where we can see it. Alright, and... let's go. We don't care about the trash, we just care about the big guys.
That spell isn't ready.
this a box?
That's still recharging.
No. That's just a rock. Where are you from? Are you excited to be here? No. What are you most excited to see? Just standard stuff, really. Alright. Let's keep going.
Be good. Keep your feet on the ground. Safety trap.
Alright, we are back from the break. Let me stop the timer. Alright. Going after the next one. I'm wondering if I should stop to take out this Fell Reaver. Yeah, let's take him out. It's on the way.
Pleased to meet you. Very good.
Make sure my guys are all healed up.
Interesting. Off and away.
The only reason I'm using Railgun right now is because Railgun is effective against mechanical. Even though the hit chance is only 90%. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now, Sploder is nasty because he has Explode, which instantly kills the caster, dealing damage equal to 40% of the user's total health to the current enemy. Screeching Gears is nasty because it has a chance to stun. The trick to dealing with Sploder is to take him down before he uses Explode.
Quest complete.
Hey, you have a great day now.
Alright. On the way, we'll use a Battle Pet Bandage so that my guys are fully healed up and ready to go.
What's on your mind?
Alright. Then we go to Wildhammer Stronghold to get to the Grand Master of the Outlands Battle Pet dailies. sure to stir it up. I really need to remember to rinse this out more often because depending on what I put in here, it gets really cloudy and it gets scummy on the inside. And so I need to remember to clean this out more often so that it doesn't get as scummy and cloudy and everything. Because it's nice to be able to see right through it. I mean, you guys can't because of the glare from the light, but I can see right through it. I'm not going to do it today. I did it yesterday. I think once a week is more than enough to demonstrate that using the mixer base on this bottle kicks up massive amounts of electronic interference on the microphone, which causes a really nasty screeching noise. Which is why anytime you see me normally taking a drink from here, I'm holding it way over. I'm holding it like over here to push the button. Come on. Once I'm done here, we'll head back to Stormwind. I will do some more auction house maintenance, and then we'll head to Northrend to do the Northrend Battle Pet dailies. Not sure that I'll be able to complete all of the Battle Pet dailies today, but I'm getting much further than I normally would. With only an hour of streaming. I'm getting much further than I normally would with I will be getting much further than I normally would with even just an hour and a half of streaming. 2 hours of streaming does seem to be the sweet spot. It also increases ad revenue by giving me more ad breaks. Normally I get
What can I do
including
for you?
the pre-roll ad break,
Safe
I normally get anywhere from 2 to 3 ad breaks. Some is with only an hour of streaming. With an hour and a half, I was getting 4 to 5. With this, let's see now. The opening one, 25 minutes in. 40, 50 minutes in. Hour 10, hour 15 in. Hour and a half in. Yeah, 5 to 6. Depending on when I actually do them.
Our enemies will fall.
Come on, buddy. Alright. Jadefire is the one I need to look out for with 3PO because Jadefire has all elemental attacks, and elemental attacks are super effective against mechanical battle pets. Whereas Arcanus is actually less effective against mechanical pets. But as you can see, all of Jadefire's effects are elemental. 2 of Netherbite's attacks are magic based, and 1 is humanoid based. So his soul ward is annoying. Because it allows him to dodge. Come on. This has got to be the last one. There we go. Ha.
Pandaria Shola.
Alright. Let's open the sack of pet supplies. Jump on the Traveler's Tundra Mammoth to sell the junk. Alright. Use the Hearthstone, which I use the Innkeeper's Daughter Hearthstone, just because it's the only alternative Hearthstone I have in Classic. But it does make things so much easier. Does every once in a while take some time for the graphics to load. Alright, do another undercut scan. Almost. I like tracking how far it is. That wasn't too bad. That was only 3 auctions. Alright. Do another undercut scan. I always do this. I always do multiple undercut scans just to be on the safe side.
I am out of range.
Okay. You know what? Let's make the not hide leathers. See if maybe the leather, not hide leather, sells better than the scraps. And for those who are wondering, I'm using the Auctionator add-on, which adds the ability to cancel undercut auctions and do the selling. Alright, we're all caught up. Alright, so now we go down to the docks, use the Insta Transport, where you talk to the guy at the end of this dock that this ship is approaching. This is not the ship to Northrend, by the way. The ship to Northrend actually docks at the other end of the harbor. But if you talk to the dock master here, they'll teleport you directly to Northrend. Super nice, super convenient.
Well met. Be careful.
Huh. No. I'm not going to ignore them, because this is how you whisper to another player in World of Warcraft when you're trying to get them to join your guild, rather than just sending the guild invite. You send them a whisper. You tell them, hey, this guild is recruiting. This is kind of what we're going to be doing in game. So, yeah. I'm not going to join that guild because I'm trying to get my own guild put together. But it is kind of nice that I'm going to reply. I'm just... Yeah. I don't want to be rude and just ignore them. Thankfully, being on a taxi flight gives you the opportunity to reply to whispers and such. But more than likely, they're not even going to respond to my response. I think this is a PV, or not a PvP. I think this is an RP server, though. An RP PvE server. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I am likely going to have to offer gold to people to get my guild charter put together. Okay, they did respond. Cool. But you see, that's how it works. I hate the people that just send guild invites. Don't whisper to you, hey, do you want to join our guild? Or do you want to join our guild? This is what our guild's about. They just randomly start shooting out guild invites. But what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to start offering gold to get my charter signed so I can get my guild put together. I definitely would rather my guild be... I have to clean out under my fingernails. Just give me a second here. I would rather the people who sign the charter also be eligible for the guild by being residents of the Pacific Northwest. But I may have to accept non-PNW people in order to get my guild charter signed. Once the guild charter is signed, however, I will be able to, hopefully those people will just G-quit. And I'll be able to get my actual guild members signed up. Sorry, I know this is riveting content, but kind of irritates me when I've got gunk under my fingernails. It's one thing that a pocket knife is useful for, especially one with a dull tip. Because it's a very dull tip. I use this to clean under my fingernails. I use it to open packages. It's just an all-around nice thing to have on the desk. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Just to make sure that my guys are all fully healed and ready to go, because this guy is a bit difficult. All his guys are undead, and so they all have the ability that when they die, they resurrect at 1 health for 2 turns and then die. Spooky Strangler, however, has this nasty habit of swapping my active battle pet for the lowest health battle pet. Like that. Using Death Grip. Alright, we're going to back out here. Because that should have hit.
Speak quickly.
That needs to hit. That... Nah. The deep freeze needs to hit in order for this strategy to work. Everything needs to hit perfectly for this strategy to work. There we go. See if you can get your opponent to swap out undead battle pets, like with deep freeze. It basically auto kills them without you having to worry about them that battle pet sticking around. When they resurrect themselves. Alright. Now Mort's fun because he knocks himself out. He stuns himself. Okay, they resurrect with 15 health. Ghostly Bite is what Mort uses, where he knocks him. He stuns himself for 1 round. It's even funnier when he uses Ghostly Bite against you when after he's resurrected himself. Because then he is helpless. Alright. Let's get set up for the next one. And take one more 5-minute break before the end of the stream. Alright. Well, let's see if we can get this one done before hour and 40 minutes into the stream happens. 3PO to survive this. Probably not going to, but boy, it would be so cool if he could. Yep, guess he's not surviving it. Nice.
Quest complete.
Nice. 6 seconds to spare.
Give or take.
Alright, gonna take one more 5-minute break. Run one more set of ads. When I come back, we're gonna hopefully be able to finish up these Northrend Battle Pet dailies and call it a day. So, back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. Work my way up to All-Star.
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend.
Alright. There's a helmet. Okay, I lose 34 strength and 35 critical strike rating, but I gain 31 stamina and 33 hit rating. No. That's not worth. That's not worth it. I mean, I even... Weird.
I don't have a target.
There we go. Finally, I managed to make it appear. Come on, there we go. There we go. Just need 10 more of those. A little over halfway there. Like just slightly over halfway.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Be
Fly
careful.
back to Winterguard Keep. Drink of choice for today is Dubby Big Energy Tears with a little bit of honey added. It's great flavor. I'm gonna check on something here. I wonder if it's the fact that I don't have HDMI 3, or I don't have USB 3 on the port that I'm using. curious if there actually is any repairs.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
And, it's just, it's sometimes, you get to do fun things. You get to play with unreleased technologies. On occasion, you get to try new snacks. Give your opinions on just gotta get 2 more.
Quest complete.
Come on. Really? All right, we're back from the break. All right, let's see if we can get these last 3 done. This battle pet fight is pretty straightforward. Let me just double check. Okay, yeah. I need to heal them. Yeah, this battle pet fight is pretty straightforward.
Hi, how are you? Alrighty then.
Nothing really needs to change.
Hi.
It's the next one and the one after that where things get complicated, and I'll explain on the way to each of those. Come on, hit. Ah, dang it. Hate when it misses. The stunner. Food coma puts you to sleep for 2 rounds. And Gobbles is constantly faster than your battle pets, no matter what happens. Only way to deal with Gobbles is to stun them and get them out of the way. Oh, come on. Seriously? Yeah, this would happen when I'm trying to get these done with a time crunch.
Pleased to meet you. Off and away.
Kidding me. Well, at least he didn't die. So he still has his 3PO still has his 309 health resurrection. Yes. Warble is nasty because he has the ice tomb, which can really mess things up. Oh, I guess 3PO did die. Huh? What should... Oh, 2 rounds. Yeah, I totally forgot.
Quest complete.
Alright. Now, for the next one, in addition to having to heal up all my guys, we want to swap 3PO and Krog 2, because the next one uses a lot of elemental attacks, and so you want to have Krog 2 as your opener. So yeah. Okay, we've got about 7 minutes left. Might go a little bit over the 2 hours today. Sorry. When you have this open, the sound, it gets loud. Ooh, excuse me. On my last break, I should have gotten more drink. But that's okay. One thing I try and do is I try and keep myself to 1 serving of 1 scoop of Dubby a day. That way I you know, one scoop of W a day, 6 days a week. A tub of W usually lasts me about a month. What I need to start doing is I need to start getting better at remembering to order a new tub of W before I run out of the current tub. Because so many times I run out of W either shortly after I re-up or shortly before I re-up. Remember to reorder. It would be awesome if I could get onto like some kind of subscription service for them. But right now, the only subscription service that W provides is for 10 single-serve packets a month, which 10 single-serve packets isn't going to last you an entire month. And I think that's only for the hydration packets, too. I'd have to double check. But yeah, they need to offer a monthly subscription service where, for say, since a tub of W is normally $39.95 a tub, maybe offer a subscription service where for, say, $25 a month, you get plus shipping, of course. So, say $30 a month. With free shipping, you get a new tub every month. And maybe it's, you know, you get a different tub every month. So you could try all the flavors. Or if you want a specific flavor, you can set it up for a specific you can swap out that month's flavor for a different flavor if you have a preference. Like for me, I just order what's available. But when it is available, I try and stick with Japanese soda, Japanese yuzu, Dragonade, Galaxy Grenade, Dub Sludge, Big Energy Tears, when it's available, which isn't very often, Palm Blom. Absolutely love that flavor. But yeah, with this guy, like I said, you want to have, if you're using a team like this, you want to have your Kunlai Runt as your opener. Because if you have your mechanical battle pet as your opener, he will get hammered
What do you need? Be safe.
by Drogar.
Magraw. Go forth to victory.
And again, your attacks need to land perfectly for this strategy to work. Of course it wouldn't land perfectly.
Strength.
Alright, let's try and get this one done at least. For crying out loud.
Magraw. For the
They
whole.
have to land perfectly. I have a time crunch, and that's when things go haywire. There we go. Alright, now we swap out for Frosty. Doesn't matter that it missed, it just extends Blizzard. And blistering cold. Starts getting frostbite. Come on. Just want to get this done before I end the stream. Keep blistering cold up. Keeps frostbite coming. Alright. Let's see if this works. Nope, it's not gonna work. With Blizzard going, Deep Freeze should work, but it only has an 85% hit chance, so it only works if it hits. Alright. Here we go. So Rot dies, Rot resurrects with 17 health. And then he dies. And then for the next one, which I'm not going to be able to get to today, but or on stream at least, but we'll set it up at least so you understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. For the next one, we want to swap 3PO for Krog 2, so we want to swap the Clockwork Gnome for the Kunlai Runt, because the opener for the next fight is going to be susceptible to mechanical damage. Or not mechanical damage. Actually, yeah, it will be... No, it'll be susceptible to railgun, and I think it also is susceptible to mechanical. So it's susceptible to elemental and mechanical damage. Anyway, that is going to do it for me today, folks. I want to thank y'all for joining me. You've been awesome. I will be back on tomorrow, 6 a.m. Pacific time, playing some Minecraft Bedrock Edition, continuing to build up my base and my tram system. So until tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time, peace out, stay frosty, have a great day, and stick around for the raid.
This is how the story ends. I've read between the lines. Your pages are a mystery. Your words are undefined. You buried all your secrets there for one of us to find. You wrote them on the pages bare, between the covers bind.